In this video, I'll be helping you with the ALEKS problem type called classifying samples. We're given three examples, A, B, and C. And starting with A, we're told that a facility supervisor at a sports stadium wants to rate the conditions of the seats at the stadium. And then we're asked which of the following best describes a stratified sample of seats. So we will be looking for a stratified sample. And we'll start by recalling the 5 different sampling strategies, starting with random, where each sample is equally likely to be selected. We also have systematic, where we put objects in some order and then choose on some interval. For example, choosing every 4th person in a line. Convenience sampling, where you're sampling just from a group that you have easy access to. Cluster sampling, where we divide subjects into natural groups and then all of the members of some randomly selected groups are used. An example here could be cities, where they are a natural group of subjects, and then we randomly select certain cities to form our sample. But in this example, we're asked for stratified, which is where we divide into groups based on some characteristics, and then random samples of the same size are chosen from each group. With these descriptions, let's look at our options. The first option says the supervisor forms groups of 10 seats based on the sections the seats are in. Then she selects all of the seats in 5 randomly chosen groups. The fact that she selects all of the seats in 5 randomly chosen groups would make this a cluster sampling. For the next option, we're told that the supervisor forms 2 groups of seats based on the dates the seats were last replaced. Then she selects 25 seats at random from each group. 25 seats from each group. This would be stratified, where random samples of the same size are taken from each group, so this would be our stratified sample. But just to look at the last option, there we're told that the supervisor uses a computer program to draw 50 seats at random and selects these seats. Every set of 50 is equally likely to be drawn. Selecting at random with every seat equally likely would be random. And so for A, stratified would be that second option. And then for B, we're told that a botanist at a nursery wants to inspect the health of the plants at the nursery and asks which of the following best describes a systematic sample of plants. So again, let's read through these 3 options. The first says the botanist takes a list of the plants and selects every 3rd plant until 78 plants are selected. Every 3rd plant is an example of systematic, where we're chosen on some interval. So this would be our systematic sample. But reading through the other options, the next says the botanist forms 6 groups of plants based on the ages of the plants in months. And then he selects 13 plants at random from each group. So there's grouping and randomly selecting the same number from each group. This would be another example of stratified sampling. And then for the third option, all of the plants that are in one particular room at the nursery are easily accessible, noticing the easily accessible part. So the botanist selects 78 plants from that room. That would be a convenience sampling. So again, the first option here is systematic. Moving to question C, we're told that a bank analyst wants to ask customers who have a mortgage with the bank about the customer's home buying experience. Which of the following best describes a random sample of customers? So this time we're looking for random, where each sample is equally likely to be selected. Our first option, the analyst forms groups of 8 customers based on the cities the customers live in. Then she selects all of the customers in 8 randomly chosen groups. Forming groups and then selecting all of the customers in some of those groups would be cluster sampling. The next option says the analyst takes a list of customers and selects every 4th customer until 64 customers are selected. That would be systematic sampling. So hopefully this third option is random. Here we're told the analyst uses a computer program to draw 64 customers at random and selects these customers. Every set of 64 customers is equally likely to be drawn. So random and equally likely would be random sampling. Hopefully these examples and descriptions help identify the different sampling techniques.